What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Odyssey. And I'm back again with another reaction video, man. We're gonna just get right to this one, man. Theo Von has been one of my favorite comedians lately. Dude is just funny as hell, especially when he does interviews. Recently, he had Neil deGrasse Tyson, the guy that's real big on, you know, space and the universe. Yeah, he had him on his podcast and they talked about aliens. He asked him about what his viewpoints are about, you know, this vast majority of space that we live in, what he believed about aliens. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it, man. I wanna know what y'all's thoughts are too about aliens. Do you think we're alone in the universe, or do you think, you know, there's things out there? Because my opinion is, ain't no way we are alone in this universe. There is definitely beings out there that we haven't discovered, we haven't found yet, and they're going to be coming soon.
They came in peace.
So, let's just get right into the video, baby. Theo Von, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let's go. Got the video pulled up right here. Got the video pulled up. Let's get right into that.
You're a fact guy. You're a factual man.
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of battled the dark arts overall. So it's like I've never really looked at a ton of the facts. You know, it's always been this more ethereal sort of.
What you want to be true rather than what is true.
I took one class out in Arizona at pretty high altitude.
You know what they say? That if you learn something under certain psychomotor conditions, that you recover it better under those same conditions.
Oh, wow.
Like if you get high and you learn something, if you get high again later, you remember that better because you match the mental states.
Oh, say aliens show up, right? Is there a society or culture or ethnicity that's best evolved, you think, to handle it?
Scientists.
Really?
Scientists. If an alien came here, go ahead, Theo. If an alien landed right in front of us and said to you, Theo, take me to your leader, are you going to take him to the White House?
No.
No, of course not. Are you going to take him to Congress? No. No.
That's a great question.
That's my point.
You take him to?
You would take him to, well, I'm not going to speak for you, but I happen to be a scientist. But if I were not a scientist, I would take him to a scientist.
You would?
Yes. A biologist or a physicist. Somebody who's, by the way.
Say science is closed that day.
Yes! Come back out to lunch. Come back tomorrow. Open at 9 in the morning. So
no. Even science has a sandwich, bro. Where would you take him?
You speak of science like it's the one dude behind the counter. Behind the lunch counter.
Hey, I'm just saying.
No.
Where would you take him then?
No, wait. Let me finish what happens if you're trying to talk to him.
Okay.
My point is, mathematics.
I'd give him a treat first, I think. You'd have to,
A
right?
treat? They're not a pet. They just flew here in a ship way more advanced than anything we've ever conceived.
Some cookies.
You say, here's a chew toy. That's just not gonna do.
I'm just saying, you got to give him a little.
You'll be the first human zapped by an alien laser.
Oh,
At that point.
You hit him with that Snicker? Dog, you good.
They're your friend forever.
You good forever.
Yo, Theo Von, bro, he is so funny, bro. Like, his interviews, just the way he presents himself and the way he carries the conversation, bro, is hilarious, dog.
He'd be pulling on your
This is not E.T. Steven Spielberg where they're eating, what do they eat, the Reese's Pieces? No.
Oh, yeah, dude, Reese's. Bro, he'd bring his friends next week.
Now, you give a Reese's to an alien, it's going to get diabetes. How do you know it can handle it?
That's
This is some pretty...
That's a good point, bro. Now he's stuck. What if he becomes all lazy and stuff when you start getting him acclimated?
Gets fat and lazy on Earth.
That has to be a movie, right? Was there a movie like that?
I don't know. But...
Okay, so he's here. What do you do?
What I'm saying is that I have a periodic table of elements that are elements across the universe. I know mathematics and laws of physics that apply across the universe. They got here from across the universe.
So those laws would be totally the same on their planet.
Totally the same. So if you're going to start with a language, like, oh, this is a cup and this is a fork and it's like, this is our elements and this is, we call this aluminum, we call this, and they will know, and they start to develop a common vocabulary so that you can communicate with them. Because they're not going to speak English, nor French, nor Mandarin, none of the above. That being said, if they send radio signals here, the largest radio telescope is going to pick it up first. And you know where that is?
Hold on, let me think. Arizona.
It was once on American soil in Puerto Rico, the Arecibo telescope, but that collapsed out of disuse. And the largest radio telescope in the world is in China.
Wow.
So the first humans that will hear the signals sent by aliens will be Chinese astrophysicists. But we're talking about if they visit. So if they visit, I'm saying bring them to a scientist. The scientist will know how to think about and pose questions to them.
So the Chinese would be the first people to know that, right?
No, to hear a signal.
Okay.
That comes over.
Do you think that they would tell the rest of us or not?
Probably not initially, but eventually. No. The thing is, why should they? They built their own damn telescope. That telescope is a mile in circumference, by the way. You want to get a sense of how big it is. It's called the FAST telescope, 500-meter aperture spherical telescope.
Oh,
That's
damn.
the acronym FAST.
But if they know and they don't tell us, man.
Then they can have a whole pact. They say, we are the chosen one.
Neil deGrasse's laugh, bro, it's funny, bro. Neil deGrasse knows something about everything, bro. Neil deGrasse knows everything about something. If that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense. Who cares?
What are you saying?
And everyone else on Earth isn't. Send your ray beams to, I don't know what they're going to do. But there it is. We have another image.
Bro,
We're looking at the image on the screen. I was there, visited that. We filmed there for Cosmos.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Bro, you got to hold on to that footage.
Oh my gosh.
We got to make this. Why don't we have anything like this?
Because we like to think of ourselves that we're Americans and we over history, we've been reactive to challenges from other countries, not proactive.
And what are we now as far as when it comes to challenges from outer space?
We have nothing that rivals that.
Wow.
At all.
Is outer space gay or straight?
Is outer space gay or straight? Practically everything we see and measure in space, not only objects, but temperature, size, density, is on a spectrum. So for you to say, is the universe gay or straight? I'm going to tell you, whatever the universe is, it's on a spectrum.
Okay.
In fact, the very word spectrum comes from what happens when you take light and break it up into its colors. We just happen to assign names to the 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But it's a continuum. We're just being lazy by assigning 7 colors. Our brain doesn't want to see nuance because it's easier for us to think in binary.
So
are you with me or are you against me? Well, maybe you're somewhere in between. Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Maybe they're expressing themselves somewhere in between. And your brain has a difficult time recognizing a spectrum. And so you're requiring it be into a bin. So there you are, forcing other people to match how you see the world. The world is not going to change to fit your inability to recognize how it's actually manifesting. It's not going to do that. So
it's bi.
No, it's on a continuum.
So it's
whatever it is, you can say, is the universe sweet or salty? Is the universe, whatever it is, you're asking me, is it this or is it that? That's the binary brain trying to force a continuum into 2 categories.
So it's like Chex Mix.
Except with more objects, more kinds of objects than what you find in Chex. Chex Mix has like 5 things in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Imagine if Chex Mix had everything in a continuum.
And it kept changing.
Now look at how our brain works. We have hurricane strengths, right?
Oh, yeah.
They measure the wind speed. Do you realize it's a continuum? But we divided it into 5 categories.
Right.
But it's a continuum. Do you realize you can go from low category 3 to high category 3, and they'll just talk about Hurricane Irma is still a category 3. 1 mile an hour faster, and it's category 4. it's breaking news.
Oh, yeah.
Hurricane Irma is now Category 4.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's 1 mile an hour faster than it was yesterday.
Yeah, people lied. They said the winds broke in.
Okay, so I
saw the winds making a bowl of cereal, some guy said. Like, what?
That's funny. That's funny. So my point is, even with hurricane speed strengths, we force them into categories when it's actually a continuum.
I see. So it's a continuum out there. So because it looks kind of gay, I feel like, but then sometimes it does things that seem really straight. But those are also my definitions.
Well, what is he
of those.
talking about?
You're forcing the universe into your 2 categories.
Right. Sometimes I look up at the sky, right? And I'll look up and I feel like, especially if there's stars out there, I'll feel like something's looking back at me. Does that make any sense to you at all?
I once tweeted something like that. I said, sometimes I wonder, as I gaze into the night sky, whether the stars themselves are gazing back at me.
Oh, damn. I didn't realize I sounded so damn high about it.
And that's when people said, are you high, Neil? Put down the joint. Are you? There's a reliable influx of people who are certain.
But sometimes I look up, I feel there's like a thing. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't think it's gay or anything. I think it just feel like the space is looking back at me.
Well,
maybe I'm gay for space, bro.
Well, so we're not likely the only life forms in the universe. There's probably very many, some vastly more intelligent than we are. Here we're sitting here looking up into the night sky, countless thousands of stars. With binoculars, it rises into the millions of stars. With telescopes, it rises into the billions.
Oh, God.
There are surely civilizations there looking up at their night sky.
Yeah.
And they see our star, the sun, as part of some constellation that they identify in their night sky.
Whoa.
And there's a Theo Von there looking up, asking, is anyone up there looking down at me? And we get to say yes.
Oh, look at Theo Von.
We got a Theo Von in this galaxy too.
Most people that could exist mathematically
will never exist.
Wow. So right there, you are a
special, a living entity as there ever was.
Amen.
Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity.
Hope you enjoyed that video.
Damn. Damn, man.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white van.
Why Neil deGrasse always got some crazy ass things to say, man. He knows how to put some words together, man. I was like, oh, especially that last statement, man. Like that first race that we all had to take just to be here, mathematically, would never exist. But that's crazy, man. I feel the same way every time I look up into the sky. I feel like, you know what I mean, something's looking back at me. I feel that way too. So I feel what Theo Von's saying right there. But what do y'all think, man? This is an open discussion because my opinion is, yo, we're definitely, ain't no way we're the only ones in this universe. Other species out there that, you know, could be more advanced, could be less advanced, but that could travel light speed, travel from planet to planet. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, man. What you think. Are we alone in this universe, or another species out there and they're just waiting to discover us, or they're just waiting on world domination coming down, just been analyzing us this whole time? Open discussion. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the end of this video. I'm really trying to focus on shortening my videos, just because I know I've had some long videos in the past, and I can't watch no long video on YouTube, so I don't see why y'all should watch some long video on YouTube. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this, man. Theo Von, you're hilarious. I want to be on the podcast one day. I'm gonna make it happen. But you're funny as hell. Neil deGrasse, you're cool as hell. Yeah, you have some interesting takes on a lot of things. Interesting takes. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and subscribe. Please do not forget to subscribe. And I'm gonna keep pumping out these videos, man. And don't forget to comment. So, oh yeah, and don't forget to go ahead and follow me. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget. Oh. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter right here at PunkLife15. And yeah, man. Until next time, YouTube. I'm out.